A common design pattern in web applications is to put hyperlinks in a grid component that open related information in another browser window or in the same browser window. In version 10 there are a lot of new options that are available to you. So let's go back to design mode over here and change the customer ID from a label into a link, and we'll specify that the link address is going to be computed from data in the current grid so that we can link to the customer ID for the current value in the grid. And then the link address here, we'll go here and we say we'd like to open up a form called customer form. That form happens to have a grid on it called customer form grid, and we're going to filter the data in that page using this filter expression. Customer ID is equal to, and then customer ID is the value of the customer ID from the current row in the grid. So we'll go ahead here and press OK and press OK, and then if we leave this value blank, then the target page will be opened up in the current browser window, replacing the grid that's currently there. So let's go ahead and examine this behavior, and this is the behavior that's available to you in the current version 9 of Alpha 5. So let's go ahead here and we'll choose Google Chrome, and you can see now when I click on this window, the browser window is replaced with the target grid, and so there's the target grid showing up in the same browser window, and I have to go ahead and press the back button on the browser to get back to my original window. So let's look now at some of the new options that are available to us in version 10. So now what I can do for this target frame or window is I can choose one of these two new options, which is either an Ajax window or a div. So I'm going to choose Ajax window, and you can see now that my options are a modal pop-up window, a modeless pop-up window, or a drop-down. And I should point out that these so-called pop-up windows are not pop-up windows that can be blocked by the browser. These are JavaScript Ajax windows, so they can't be blocked by anything. So let's choose, say, a modeless pop-up window, and I've chosen that the window can be resizable, and I've set its initial size to 3 inches by 4 inches. So let's go ahead now. And now when I press the icon, you can see I get a pop-up window that shows off that is linked to customer number 3. But because it's modeless, I can go ahead here and let's go to another page and open up, say, this record for Judy Clifton. So now I've got 2 windows open, and let's go now for Sally Wong, and basically there's Sally Wong. Now these are resizable windows, so you can see as I resize them, these forms were liquid forms, so the shipping information goes up, and now it's on the same row as the billing information. So now let's also look at some of the other features of the window. As you would expect, a normal window, if you double click it, it maximizes. If you double click again on the title bar, it goes back to its previous size. So those are modal windows. Let's go back to the builder now and look at something called a drop-down window. And if I go back to Google and click on the builder, you can see the drop-down window is sort of like a combo box. It opens up directly underneath the hyperlink that you clicked, and by just clicking anywhere off the window disappears. So these are some nice new options for displaying related content in Ajax Windows.